colleagues.
Yes.
Today I am going to present this management of snake bite cases in India scenario. Particularly, as you all know,
Dr.
that,
Deepal is the eminent doctor of Southeastern Railway. He is managing casualty very efficiently. Now he is presenting a case on management of snake bites in Indian scenario.
actually very much unprecedented and unfortunate death cases are occurring around the globe. And the Indian scenario is too grave in comparison with the world scenario. In the total, globally, 50 lakh snake bites occur every year, out of which, particularly in US, only 1% die. But in India, 10% dies. A total figure in India is 20,000 snake bite deaths per year. And amputation cases also, globally 4 lakh amputations per year. Just one can't imagine. And our Indian scenario is not available. Because in India, we do unnecessary surgeries, which is contraindicated in many cases. So I'll like to start with the slides. Good morning, sir. Globally, there are 3,500 species of snakes, and 300 of them are venomous. 50 lakhs bites annually by venomous snakes. 1.25 lakhs deaths annually globally, and 4 lakhs suffer amputations annually. This is a very grave scenario. Poisonous snakes, there are 5 families. I'm not going to say about groups, subgroups, etc. There are plenty. One is Codalidae, rattlesnake, and pit viper comes under it. Then Viperidae, Russell's, sausage scaled viper, Elapidae, cobra, and crate, Hydrophidae, sea snakes, particularly worm sea. Atlantic, you don't find. And Colubridae, rat cat, and vine snakes, etc. So many are there. Indian scenario, 216 species, out of which 52 are venomous. 5 dangerously poisonous snakes in India available: king cobra, common crate, Russell's, sausage viper. Most common poisonous snake is common crate. 50% of venomous snake bites are dry bites. 2 lakh bites and 15 to 20,000 snake bite deaths per year. It comes around 10% of the figures of snake bites by poisonous snakes. No reliable national statistics available. This is the grave scenario. A number of amputations are plenty. We cannot get the figures. Elapidae and Viperidae are important families of venomous snakes in India and Southeast Asia particularly. These are few pictures. We are very ignorant about the snake identification. That's why I am stressing on some pictures here, so that it can create image in our brain. This cobra, the king cobra, the center one is saw-scaled, the right one is sea snake, the lower one is pit viper, that is, they are having one pit sensing organs to sense the warm-blooded animals. This is Russell's viper, and there are colubrids. They are maximum in numbers. Rat snake, vine snakes, cat snakes, tear snakes, so many are there. Now, about the venomous snakes, they have pair of enlarged teeth. The fangs at the front of the upper jaw. Fangs are grouped, hollow. They contain venom channels, inject subcutaneously or IM. Out of the Elapidae have short, permanent, erect fangs. Includes cobra, king cobra, crates. Viperids have long fangs folded up against the upper jaw and erected when the snake strikes. 2 subgroups are there: typical vipers, pit vipers. Typical vipers are called Viperidae and pit vipers are Codalidae. The Codalidae have a special sense organ, the pit organs I have told earlier. These are other pictures of vipers, cobra, colubridae. These are the organs biting. You see the long, this is short one, cobra, and columbrate backwards and short. This is the organ of venom. This is the group. These are fangs. This is now venom apparatus. You see, this is the main organ, parotid gland secreting venom. This is the secondary secreting gland. This is one secondary duct and the main duct, and they are coming to the globe through the canals. And these non-venomous snakes having multiple teeth, no fangs. Venom classifications, there are neurotoxic, hemotoxic, myotoxic groups. Neurotoxic elapids, particularly cobra and prey. Hemotoxics, viperids, vessels and saw-scaled vipers. Myotoxic sea snakes. Great and Russell's viper is much more toxic than that of cobra. Snake venom is constituents. Toxic saliva secreted by the modified parotid glands of a venomous snake. This is amber colored. Snake venom contains more than 20 different constituents. Toxic, neurotoxins, cardiotoxins, hemorrhagics, coagulopathics, and the enzymes and miscellaneous, many others. Snake venom doesn't contain any bacteria, so particularly snake cases, tetanus toxoid is not indicated. Venom, there are over 20 different enzymes including phospholipases, A2, B, C, D, hydrolases, phosphatases, proteases, esterases, acetylcholinesterase, transforminases, ironurases, phosphodiesterase, nucleotidases and ATPase, and nucleosides, DNA and type. The non-enzymatic components are loosely categorized as neurotoxins and hemorrhagens, the non-enzymatic components. This is a misconception. Procoagulant enzymes in viperids. Russell's viper venom contains different procoagulants which activate different steps of the clotting cascade. First, formation of fibrin in the bloodstream. Most of this is immediately broken down by the fibrinolytic system, then disseminated intravascular coagulation, consumption, coagulopathy. And hemorrhagens, zinc metal proteinases, damages the endothelial lining of blood vessel walls, causing spontaneous systemic hemorrhage. Good morning, sir. Cytolytic or necrolytic toxins, the digestive hydrolysis, polypeptide toxins, and other factors increase probability resulting in local swelling. They may also destroy cell membrane and tissues. Phospholipases, hemolytic and myolytic phospholipase A2, they damage cell membranes, endothelium, skeletal muscle, nerves, and RBCs. Presynaptic neurotoxins, elapids and some viperids. Phospholipase A2 damage nerve endings, initially releasing acetylcholine transmitter, then interfering with release. Postsynaptic neurotoxins, elapids. These polypeptides compete with acetylcholine for receptors in the neurovascular junction, and they produce neuron-like paralysis. Diagnosis of snake bite by fang marks, I told earlier. The fang mark distance varies from 8 mm to 40 mm, depending on the species involved. In Russell's, it is around 2.5 cm. However, side swipe may produce only a single puncture, maybe no punctures also, while multiple bites could result in numerous fang marks. This is one picture of fang marks by Russell's. Now identification. Poisonous or non-poisonous? Then decide the species. And identification by appearance. Venomous snakes have got head skulls usually small, at least one pair of teeth in the upper jaw modified to form fangs, and head is triangular. In the non-venomous, it is usually large head. All teeth are usually small inside, and head is round and oval. The tail, in venomous, stout, dull colored, abruptly tapering. In non-venomous, it is bright colored, slender, gradually tapering, and also rounded. In venomous snakes, tail is rounded or flattened. Belly scales are broad, belly scales are small in non-poisonous. Quantity of venom injected. It is highly variable depending on the species and the size of the snake, the mechanical efficiency of the bite, whether one or two fangs penetrated the skin, whether there were repeated strikes.